Hello everybody, you're watching GuitarManHendrix of Generally Smooth Times 2 HD, and the other member of Generally Smooth Times 2 HD, Duke of Marava, and I have decided that we might branch out a little bit and try some Civilization 5 Brave New World. Unfortunately he can't join me today. He's busy, probably, doing all those things that he does, which he finds very difficult, like breathing and blinking, it's very difficult things for him to do. He's not very advanced in those departments. So it's just me, GuitarManHendrix, here to entertain you. So we're going to set up a game, and I quite like playing with most things on random, so we don't really know what we're looking for. Put a difficult level on 5, and game pace will be standard. Small map so that we're not here forever. Random map type, random leader, advanced setup. Anything here? Make sure all these are on. Sorry, the Duke and I were playing a game together a few days ago, and obviously we had to put it on completely ridiculous settings. Right, let's start the game. Let's see. This is always the exciting bit to find out which faction you're. Oh, Suleiman.
Truly are you called magnificent.
Isn't this amazing? Will it tell us what this is?
Taking advantage of the decline of the great Seljuk Sultanate of Rum, King Osman I of Bithynia expanded west into Anatolia. Over the next century, your subjects brought down the Empire of Byzantium, taking its holdings in Turkey and then the Balkans.
Isn't this exciting? So exciting. Wow. Oh, I can't bother listening to anymore. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's play. Woo! Right, let's build a city. Istanbul. I want to change its name. Good. Right. I'm going to do a little bit of it myself. Right, now is the hard part. This is where you got to decide, are you going to go for monument or worker? Because the reason why it matters is because cultural policy. If you go for liberty, you want to go for a monument. If you go for tradition, you want to go for a worker. So it's now the decision which one you want to go for. I'm going to go for liberty, I think. So that means I'm going to build a monument. Choose research. Right. There are some very good ones, some very good texts, very good wonders I like going for. The best two, I think, sort of in the ancient and classical era, is the Great Library, one free technology and provides a free library in the city, contains 2 slots for great works of writing. And the other one which I find is really good is the Hanging Gardens, but I can't build the Hanging Gardens because you've got to get tradition, we're going to get liberty. So that means you can get the pyramids, which are also really good. So the main difficulty is you can't go for one without the other. I think writing is better. A great library. So we're going to go for pottery, and then we can go after masonry, I think. Let's just have another look at what's around us. So we need trapping to get these things. Where's trapping? There, that's in a pretty useless position. That's not. I can't bother going for that now. Just hit next turn. See, I always plan this game a little bit. You want to have a vague idea of where you're heading, rather than just sort of playing aimlessly. Also, when you explore, this is going to be quite a video that tries to help you, because I play a lot of Civilization. You want to go for the hills, unless. Ooh, archery. That's very nice. Free technology. You want to go for the hills when you explore because you can see more. You want to, well, priority is to go 2 squares. Second priority is to then go on hills. Obviously ruins, go for ruins, always. But now I can move him here or I can move him here. I want to move him onto this jungle hill because then he's got a hill so we'll be able to see further. So he'd be able to see a lot less had he been over there in that forest. Obviously he can't move there, but we can explore here. I'm going to move him onto this hill. Colombo has been met. Oh, we've already discovered somebody. Gandhi. Now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to now explore in that direction towards Gandhi, because he's going to have found all the ruins probably by the time I get there. So I'm not going to try and continue exploring southwards, because then I have more chance of finding ruins, and you want to find as many ruins as you can at the beginning of the game. I'm going to go here. I want to try and cross that river. Look, I've discovered more ruins. Hopefully nobody will have stolen those ruins by the time I get there. This is only a small map, so it is a risk. I'm going to go there first. Then I'll go over there. So I'm going to build a scout now. You want to try and meet the other nations as well pretty quickly, just to find out what's going on. Generally. Pottery, then we're going to go for writing. You find 55 gold. Just going to have a look at how much things cost. Things are quite expensive, but things that are good to buy with gold, settlers are good to buy with gold, because if you buy a settler, it means you save, you know, all that time where your city doesn't grow while you're recruiting the settler. Because while you're recruiting the settler, cities don't grow. So you also want to start, when you first start, use a smallish map, because then the game goes quite fast and you can see a lot of the gameplay. If you start on a huge map, then it takes ages for the turns to process. So you want to choose a smallish map so that you have, you know, you can see, you know, we're only going to play for half an hour or so now, but we're hopefully going to get quite far in the game. A scout. I just put my scouts in automate. They can go and explore themselves. Right, let's get a worker going. Okay, we're gonna go for liberty, aren't we? We're just having a look which one we'll go for next. Because if we go for the citizenship one, then it's not so important to build a worker right now, especially considering that he has no improvements he's going to be able to do, because we haven't got masonry and we haven't got trapping, so it's probably not worth doing that with a granary. And as well, there's a few more turns we'll have to build the library, the Great Library. Just gonna explore over here. It's not usually worth killing barbarians this early in the game unless you have a big army or they attack you, because otherwise your units are getting weak. And I mean, I'm gonna kill this just because it's in the way I want to explore what's over here. But you've got your units will get weakened, potentially destroyed. And you've got to usually waste some time recruiting more, you know, recuperating your units so that they're not likely to get destroyed again. Okay, so we've kind of explored all there is around there. Oh, we've met someone else. Bismarck. So we've got 2 ruins, which is respectable. I don't think we're going to get many more. I'm going to start sending this guy back towards Constantinople. Yeah, you can have that. I think there's 1 gold per turn to see our capital. That's an embassy. You have to also bear in mind that the computer cheats slightly when you put it on anything more than level 4 difficulty. So they will give themselves extra units and technology boosts and things, which I don't think is very annoying. It's just a bit annoying. Oh look, we've got barbarians coming, but at the moment it doesn't really matter because we haven't got anything that can be captured. Right, we were going to go for masonry, weren't we? Then when that's done, we're going to go for a library, the Great Library. I'm just going to try and have a look. So at the moment I can't really see much point in actually getting a worker. May as well get some more production. Because we have nothing that we can actually do at the moment. There's a lot of barbarians around there. Might attack the scout. Yeah. Oh, this is not good because it could potentially destroy it. It's still alive. Retreat over there. So I find the beginning is one of the most fun parts of the game because everything goes quickly and smoothly, and it's interesting to see how things develop. But there's not that much to see, as I'm not doing it. Actually, there's no sprawling empires, embarking on massive wars against each other. It's very much a slow, low-key affair as you just sort of slowly develop your nation and expand. See, this really is evidence that the computer's cheating, because I can't understand how it could get so much does better than me. Not that I'm good, just because sometimes they seem to do better than the number of turns that actually exist. You can see on the map that's the start of the Great Library being built. It's interesting to see what type of map we have. It must be at least continents, because if we've got 3 civilizations, the Germans, the Indians and me on the same block of land, it must be at least a continent. But it could be Pangaea, but it feels to me like it's more likely to be a continent, because I know that's a lake actually. I was going to say if that's the sea, then it's probable that they're surrounded. We'll see. We'll find out. It's not that worrying. City is grown again. Oh. It's not a good sign. Let's get him down there, away from the archer. So we've met Sydney. And Germany's defending Sydney, which means Germany's probably going to be in this rough area. Just move him away again. Pantheon founded. Here we're going to get the Great Library. Just going to move him in there. He's a scout, so he's pretty pathetic at fighting, but he might be able to just mop up the enemy unit, that barbarian unit. I'll just attack it anyway. Just weaken it a bit. I turn off all my advisors. My advisor normally now will be giving me a talk about what a stupid attack that was, but maybe the computer wouldn't have made it, but I think it's worth making that attack. You can get one of these. Just get survivalism. So I find this extended scouting range tends not actually to be that useful because you still can't see sort of through a forest. So you see this terrain is quite forested. So there'd be no point really getting extra range of being able to see things, because I'm not sure it would help us that much. Oh, it looks like Germany down here. Yeah, I reckon this is continents, this map. Feels very much like continents. Oh, Germany's got 2 towns. Must have Hamburg and Berlin. We'll get another town in a minute. So we can get a worker or a settler. I think it's worth getting a worker. Decide what to do. Yeah, we'll go over there. Gonna send him there first, just to make sure that he's not gonna get captured by barbarians. increase the city's production by 1. Looks like Berlin's going to be around there. We'll just go and spot it just so we can say we have seen it. They're less likely to get the pyramids before the Great Library just because obviously they can't get it if they've got the wrong, if they've got tradition rather than liberty. What tech did I just get? I just didn't even think to look. Animal husbandry. So it reveals horses. There's horses down there. Can't see any. There's Berlin. Oh, they've already got forests. I mean, farms, and wheat fields. Oh, see, it's funny in this game because if you have wheat, you could just go and plant wheat everywhere, and then you could end up increasing the amount of food that you have everywhere. I don't see why it should be. Oh, cows. You can just make cows have babies, and then you have millions of cows. I've just set him automates to go around there, so he can go and find. I'm gonna send him home, I think, and then we can use the scout to actually explore, which is what the scout is designed for, because the scout doesn't have to stop when he goes through forests or go over hills. So we're going to go over here and make a farm to improve food production. I'm not going to chop down that forest yet, so I'll do that later. Oh, throwing axeman. I don't think we can get open borders. No, you need civil service. We'll just have to try and escape. Pests. New technology researched. Let's go now for trapping, because we've got these two need trapping to develop. And then good, looks like we've escaped from that threat. Now I've got to try and get one away. Oh yes, fantastic. So I get a free tech. It's definitely worth getting the most expensive one. And then we can choose production. How much is a settler? 500. No, we'll get a settler. So we're going to go for the pyramids. Because that, once the pyramids are built, that's pretty much the end of your worker needs for the rest of the game, or significant part of the game. When you include capturing workers of other people, maybe bullying a city-state or 7, as in I normally do, because I'm pretty mean to the city-states. Oh, Constantinople. Alright, so we don't have any improvements on that side, so it'll be a couple of turns before they can actually do any damage. But, oh look, they've retreated anyway. Trapping. Okay, I'm going to go for sailing, because we've got crabs there which can be developed. So, just keep trying to bring him home. All the Germans. Oh, I've got a third town. That is worrying. We'll have another town in 10 turns. We have the most tech. Definitely not worth moving the worker there. We'll just put him there for the second. He'll have to try and heal and not get defeated. He's been injured already. Ah, he's hopefully being taken out. Just alive, but pretty damaged. The Germans have got a nice force there. Let's see, destroyed by the Indians. The reason why I haven't been that eager to build, you know, another settler is just because our happiness is currently only 1, so we'd become pretty unhappy if we, you know, got a settler. But if we get these furs and that crab, then that's 2 happiness. Let's try and take out those. And he's nearly back. So increases gold, and will give us a luxury resource. When the pyramids are done, we're gonna build a settler. Let's go for construction. Sometimes it's worth just thinking about purchasing a workboat. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, I think, because we can get that crab connected. Thank you, pest. Go and die, preferably. Oh, there's another barbarian encampment. Didn't realise there was any more land back there. So it increases food. Decrease the time for cities to grow from 14 to 10, and happiness has gone up to 5, which is a good bonus. Let's get that one anyway. Oh, you can see quite far now, and he gets back an extra 5 health points as well. It doesn't sound like much, but if you think, if he's got to heal for 6 turns normally, he only has to heal for 4 turns, which is quite a significant bonus. I mean, if you look how fast we've gone, we're already up to turn 57, we'll be playing up 25 minutes. Well, we'll give a few more minutes and then it'll be time to stop and create and, you know, get ready for another video. At the moment we're just developing slowly. We're going to get another settler in a minute. Time to get a settler. So it recommends around there, do not send a settler out by himself in a map when you have barbarians, because he probably will get captured. Unless, what I sometimes do if I'm playing on a really large map, is I make my cities in a very large circle and don't ever allow open borders, and then nobody can, you know, come inside my circle, but inside my circle I've got a ton of space to expand. So I might only have 10 cities around the edge, but inside I might have enough space for another 10 cities. Let's go for, I'm not going for mathematics yet. Go for bronze working. Major defeat. Maybe not. I can send the warrior up there when we're done with him. Let's send him down there. I try and make quite a little bit of space between my cities, because otherwise they share squares. I mean, you can do it within a few squares. They can, you know, be built within, I think, 4 squares of each other, but then they're sharing a ton of squares and it's not worth it. I mean, in the original civilization you could actually build cities on adjacent squares to each other, but it's a silly idea. Oh, wants to found Istanbul. We're not building a writers guild already in that tiny little city. So you do realise that this game does have quite severe special needs in some departments. Oh, the Indians have founded a city quite close to us. I wouldn't be surprised if the now sentence is actually saying, "You're settling where we wanted to settle." And I just tell them quite happily that they should go and die. We can get a road on the way to the other city as well. Yeah, probably a good idea to try and grab as much land now as we can possibly grab. So another settler. The trick with settlers is always put you on production when you're building a settler, because you're not growing anyway. Okay, so I think we're gonna have... We'll send you there. We'll send you there. I'm going to start building a road between the two cities, because then we can get another policy which lets us gain more happiness from cities connected to each other. You want to just try and keep your happiness obviously as positive as you possibly can. I'm just going to try and clear out this encampment. I don't want to just clear out the encampments just to make sure that they can't attack you anymore. So I might go and build up there, get cotton, horses, cows. I'm going to attack first and then use the healing, instant healings. Oh, it doesn't let me do that. It's cleverer than I am. Okay, I think this is going to be the end of this video, so I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again. So, goodbye everybody, bye.